When I find myself in times of trouble, GMPC level. GMPC live had the answer. Let it be. When I find myself
Oh dear. No, sir. No, sir. Oh dear. This serious. This serious. We are say. We are say. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You chat too much. You chat too much. I lie. I lie. I lie. Don't mix me. Don't mix me. Oh dear. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh dear. Oh dear. No, sir. No, sir. You chat too much. You chat too much. Oh dear. This serious. This serious. This serious. This serious. No, sir. Oh dear. This serious. Are you kidding me? You chat too much. I lie. I lie.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
What's going on today?
What's going on today?
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to something going on with my mic, people. Sorry, apologies. Welcome to Chill and Spill. Everybody good?
Yeah.
I know I'm good. Well, trying to be good. I'm your host, Nubian. For all those new viewers and listeners, 1 second. I've got one more thing to do. There we go. Now I can say listeners. To all those new viewers and listeners, this is the talk show / podcast. 1 second. This?
Chill and spill. Welcome aboard. As Nubian said, welcome, welcome, welcome aboard. We are glad to have you here. We have a great fire hot topic that we're going to be speaking about. Isn't it, Nubian?
Hey. I am Bax. Yes, we are here another week, every week. Like I said before, let me do the intro again because there's a lot going on. This is your talk show / podcast, the one and only Chill and Spill. Now, on this show, I'm your host, Nubian, and this is my co-host, Zuz.
Hey, y'all.
On this show, each and every Sunday, we talk about great topics. Topics that you don't want to talk about. Topics that you shy away from. Topics that you want to sweep under the carpet and don't want to think about it ever again in life. Yeah. You see, on this podcast right here, this is the place where we address everything.
Everything?
Everything. Yeah? So, let's talk about what we do each week. We talk about how we are and how we've been throughout the week. Last week, I was really, really under the weather. And I'm much better now. I'm recovering. I'm getting there. But I'm here nevertheless. Happy to be here as well because, you know, we miss you. We miss you. Yeah? Every week, I think about my wonderful viewers that like the show, that share the show, and subscribe to all our platforms. Speaking of which, big up Bigo, big up Mixcloud, big up YouTube, big up our 2 Facebooks, big up GMPC Live Radio. Yeah. Big up all the DJs on the GMPC Live Radio. We've also got a live chat as well, if you would like to go on the live chat and have a look. But yes, big up Benson each and every time. Yeah, big up Benson. Big up General, Mango, Jackie, Rooster, Abraham, Mark. Big yourselves up each and every time, man.
Yep.
You lot do a wicked job every week. Put in the time and entertain each and every one of us. We love all the entertainment that you bring to that radio station. I'm telling you. Zuz, how you been?
Well,
Oh dear.
I can't lie. This week,
Not too bad this week. No? Or
I think it's been mixed emotions this week. It's been mixed. It's been some good times. There's been some challenging times, but never bad times.
never.
So, giving thanks to Jah, always,
Yes.
the Most High. But yeah, we're here, we're live, and we're ready.
We're ready. We are ready.
Oh, we got a little echo.
Yeah, we're ready like a Freddy. Ooh. Well, oh, I can hear that.
Can you hear that?
Hmm.
Sound man. Soundman. Sound check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check.
Check, 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 check.
Check, 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 check.
Check, 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 check.
Check, 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 check. Big tunes.
Okay, we're just doing a little sound check right now. I mean, we do the sound check before the show, but every time we're live, something always happens because what are we, Zuz? We are a live show.
Exactly. We are live.
Like, come on. The live show. Like, you can't make it up. Anything that happens, we apologize from now. Anything can happen, literally.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let me get into that hot topic. So, for those that tuned in early, I'm sure you saw the flyer beforehand. And for those that are online, the title is there for the topic. So, I'm wondering what the hot topic is tonight. Oh, yeah.
Never fails.
Last week was a struggle, I'm not going to lie. I thought I was just going to be in the coughing fits. After that, I thought, that's it now. You're going to cough out your whole life and have to come off the screen. But I was good. Everything was good. Thank you to the Most High.
I had to put myself up a bit because I thought, I know I'm short, yeah. I know I'm
Because I was thinking to myself,
5'2".
why are you looking up at the mic?
I am short. I'm a short little girl. I'm not a little girl. I'm a big
Yeah.
woman, but
I'm short.
I'm 5'2". So I need my chair at the highest. Okay? So I can be level.
Exactly. Welcome aboard, Faye. Welcome
Hi,
aboard.
Faye.
Welcome aboard. Yes. So, what's the hot topic tonight? The hot topic tonight is how to get your sex groove back.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed. Oh dear, indeed.
Oh, yes. 1 second.
I feel like I need to take a sip of the good old juice. Because that's what I'm drinking, juice.
Now, what do we mean by that? What do we mean by how to get your sex groove back? Now, I'm talking about men and women that have been single for a pretty long time. And they probably have a fear of going back out there in the dating world, especially if they've had trauma in their past relationship. So you got number one, fear to go back out there into the big wide world. And number two, am I going to remember how to even do the intimacy part?
Can you forget though?
Yeah, it depends how long you've been single.
Forget?
It depends how long you've been single for, to be honest. And some people are quite happy not to have anybody just for that purpose. Some people are saying, you know what, I prefer to just be single for the rest of my days.
Oh my God.
Because of the fear of the intimacy. They're like, you know what, remember, men and women, your bodies change.
That's very true.
Your bodies change. Some people lose a lot of weight because of the stress of being alone and lonely. Some people put on. And you have to be comfortable in your own skin in order for you to feel confident showing your beautiful parts to another.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared, man.
Don't be scared,
Don't
guys.
be scared.
Let it loose. Let it loose.
Because really and truly, if that person likes you, they don't really care what you look like, to be honest.
If they like you for you,
If they
won't
like
care.
you for you, they don't care. And all them bits what you feel like, oh no, I don't like them bits. They will love them bits. So I want to know from the viewers. I've spoken to somebody already about this. And yeah, they're about 60-ish. And they said, you know what? I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about a partner or anything like that. I'm too old. Apparently 60's old.
No,
I don't think
I
60 is
don't
old.
agree. I don't
But they said
agree.
60 is old and they're not interested in being with anybody, especially the intimacy part.
See, that's really sad.
Yeah,
I
that is the
can't
part
lie.
that they actually don't want. They much prefer if they're going to find somebody, they said they would just like to kiss and cuddle in the bed and, yeah, watch TV, chill, and have chats.
Just kiss and cuddle.
Just kiss and cuddle.
No, no,
But
no,
mind
no, no.
you, there's some, you know, they got some health issues as well.
Okay, aside that, if the person didn't have health issues, would they still feel the same? Because I need to know the context. And also, I think that when you're in your 60s, that's when everything gets started. Am I wrong?
Oh yes.
Because I feel like, you know, if you've got children, you ain't got no kids, they're all big, you're not worried about nothing, you're just ready to be out there.
Exactly.
But again, you know, I'm not speaking from experience here, so I'm gonna need you guys.
Yeah,
to
because that's
let
the
me
older
know.
the older generation. But
Yeah,
what I'm saying, well, what about the
exactly.
younger generation though? Because there's some people that are younger and are still going through the same thing. Because a lot of people have had enough of the casual intimacy.
Yes, and I
Because it's
can't
not like you
lie.
can't get it. You know, you can get that. Where if you want it, you can go out there and get it. But a
Yeah,
lot of people have had enough of the casual intimacy. They want somebody that is serious, ready to settle down, and yeah. So they prefer to hold themselves until that time comes. But then when the time comes now, because you've been holding out for that long, you may self sabotage.
more than likely.
Yes.
More than likely. But then, do you know what? It's hard to say, oh, you know, you shouldn't feel, you know, some type of way about intercourse. Intercourse is a very natural thing. It can be very enjoyable, guys. I feel like I'm selling it.
You getting paid for this?
You know, like,
You
where the
getting paid for this,
where the
love?
check at? No, seriously though, like, obviously, if you've been in traumatic situations, it's probably easy to be like, you know what, nah, kind of forget it. But I don't know how it is for the man them. So the man them, you need to let me know, like, do you ever go for a period of time where you're like, yeah, I'm not even trying to be dealing with anyone, or I'm not trying to have intercourse with any type of woman right now. Like, I've just been hurt, or I've just been like my experiences, and I just kind of want to take a step back.
I mean, some men, I feel like, you know, there's definitely some men that really cherish those moments
Or their bodies.
on their bodies. And there is, you know,
Some.
some men, you know, and they're probably saying, you know what,
Some.
I'm not going to do it because remember, and another thing is as well, you know, when you're going back out there into the dating world, you have to get to learn each other's bodies as well.
Yes.
And that's another thing that might be a fear factor. That, oh, not only do I have to share my body parts, I have to get to know somebody else's body parts, their their likes, dislikes. That could be just one big fear.
Do you think that it's maybe the fact that they don't know their own body, which is why that fear has been built up?
Maybe.
Because they could have people trying to be onto them, moving to them, or like, you know, trying to show that interest, but they are not interested because of that fear. Do you think it's because they don't know their body, or they still need to try and learn their body, or is it just body dysmorphia?
Or some people might just be freaky deeks and be afraid to let partner know that, hey, I'm a bit of a freaky deek.
Where are my freaky deeks at? I know you lot are freaky deeks out there, you know.
I might be a little bit of a freaky deek, and they might be put off, you know, because of my freaky deaky ways.
I mean, how deep is your freaky deek?
That's the thing. That's the thing. There's a lot to consider, you know. There's a lot to consider. It's not just straight up, oh, yes, intercourse, and that's it.
Well, welcome aboard, Paul.
Welcome aboard, Paul. Welcome, Paul. Oh my gosh, where you been, Paul?
Paul.
My
Paul
goodness
today.
me, Parley.
Paul says, as a man, the urge to have intercourse is always there, but I can admit, when going through my breakup, I didn't want to deal with anyone. Don't get me wrong, there were options. However, I did not feel I wanted to exchange energies with the women I was approached by.
Oh dear. We are say.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think men even felt like that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be real.
like-
I felt like, you see, when a man breaks up with a woman, it's just they're outside now.
Do you think that's a bit shallow of us, though, to think that the men don't think about sharing energies and exchanging?
No, I'm not saying that I don't believe that men think about sharing energies, because I know you got them neo soul man, okay?
Soul man.
Them neo soul
The
man.
neo soul is
and you've got all.
is that the only men that think about that?
No, it's not the only
Zuz.
men. It's not the only men.
Don't make me laugh.
It's not. But there is a lot of men out there that are in touch with themselves, and they understand themselves, and they know, like, they're just vibrating on a higher frequency.
Yeah.
So they know that they're not trying to exchange like energies with any and anyone. However, I feel like when a man, now correct me if I'm wrong, this is just my opinion, if a man has broken up with a woman, not necessarily they want to just get over it, but like they just feel like, you know what, I'm outside now. Where's the next thing? Because I need to, release.
I find a lot of people. Welcome aboard, Barbara. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard,
to Chill
Barbara.
and Spill. A lot of people, when they break up with somebody, a lot of people say, you know what? In order for me to get over that person, I have to sleep with someone else. I've heard that many
Yes.
times. And then what happens is, even though you sleep with somebody else, you're still in that same sad place.
For the woman, yes. I don't
for
know
the
about
woman.
for the man.
I
'cause
can't speak for the
I
men
can't
because
speak
we
for the
are
man.
women.
Right.
But for the women, I know that for sure, and it doesn't always work. So
It never works.
no,
Doesn't always. It
No,
never
but-
works.
no, but the thing
it
is, some
feels good
people-
for that time, and then after that, you're just like,
I'm speaking by experiences.
no. No, the way you try to put me on the spot, Nivian. I see you. No, I'm not speaking from experience.
Okay,
You know
okay,
why?
okay,
Let me tell
okay.
you. Okay, let me tell you about me then.
Yeah.
If I'm talking about me, if I break up with someone, I need to be solemn. I just need to isolation. I need to
We
heal.
say eat ice cream.
I need to eat ice cream. I need to heal myself. Yeah, because I'm not on the treacherous crosses, man, out there. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me just ease back. Let me make sure I can be the best woman I can be for myself first. Let me love myself a little bit more. Do you get what I'm saying? And no matter why, we broke up, or no matter the reasons, that's how I feel every time. I feel like, you know what? I need to do me.
Yeah.
I need to do me. I need to focus on me and make sure like my goals are in check, my career's on point, which is always on point. But like that's just how I think. If we're talking about Zuz, okay? If we're talking about Zuz, yeah. If the opportunity is there and I like it, I'm feeling you, again, it's not just going to be surface level, then I might give it some consideration. That's just Zuz. Okay. Because Nubian tried to put me on the spot just now. She tried it.
Well, it's called Chill and Spill, and we need to spill the beans. Yeah? So, yes. So, I want to hear from you guys. Tell me what your thoughts are about this, because there's a lot of people out there that are going through the celibate life, and it's not pretty. Some people are really depressed about it, actually, and some people are quite satisfied.
Do you think it's easier for women to be celibate than men? Can we clear that up? Do you think it's...
I don't know about the men part.
But what's your opinion, though? What is your opinion? Is it your opinion? Do you think that women, we can more kind of hold ourselves out rather than... Or do you think that it literally just depends on the person? Because...
Yes, because, in this day and age that we live in, the treacherousness that's out there,
Oh dear.
men are looking at the women in a
Oh
totally,
dear.
totally
Oh dear.
different light. Yeah? The men are looking at the women in a totally different light. Literally, the men can't even be bothered, or they don't feel the need to even talk to any woman because they know that the women are coming to them.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, that old school tradition has gone out the window. There's only a small percentage of women left that think the old school way. Seriously.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's what I'm
true.
saying. So that's a very difficult question because the women nowadays, they don't business and they don't value intimacy like years ago.
But do you know what? I feel like there's been some women back in the day that's just been treacherous. Not
Oh
even
yeah, we're not
now.
saying no, but that's what I'm saying. But it's been like a slow creep. You know, it's not. Or do you think it's just been terrible from get go?
No, I don't think it's been terrible from get go. I just feel like maybe women wasn't so upfront with it. So I feel like it's always been there. Some women have always been treacherous, or not just treacherous, but they're confident enough to go and say, you know, I want you to this man, or just approach this man, and they're confident within themselves. They can do it. Whatever man they see that they want, they're going for it, and then that's it. And sometimes it can be more than one.
Because some women, they don't even have to be attracted to the man either. That's another thing.
See, that's
They're
just,
slowly like that's to me.
so then what are
That's
you
like
attracted
a man mentality. Sometimes, a lot of the men, not all, a lot of the men, they got that mentality either. They don't necessarily have to be attracted to a woman to have relations with them.
They could just be attracted to one part of their
One little small,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
smallest part, and that's enough for them. And the
Mm-mm.
women are slowly becoming this way too. That's what I find. You know, it's actually a bit scary, actually.
Well, Faye says, and some people feel they need to heal themselves first, and it's true. But how
Yes,
long is the healing
that's
process?
about to say. I was
How
about to
long
say.
is this healing process?
I was
Faye?
like, yes, I agree. I agree with Faye. I agree that some people have to heal first, but then, what is the time frame?
And is there a time frame? I'm like, again, like this time frame thing. Remember when Benson was getting onto us last time? Time frame.
Yeah.
Time
The women
frame.
always got time. There's always
Time
a time for this,
frame.
and they've always got a time for that.
But in terms of like, you know, healing first and moving on, like how long? How long are we talking here? Are we talking 6 months to a year? Are we talking 2 years? Are we talking 5 years?
Or maybe more.
Or 5 years or more, or 10 years plus, 15. Like, what is too long? Does it has it gotten past the point of healing, and now has it just turned into fear?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you heal. I feel like healing is a continuous thing throughout your life. So it's never going to
Exactly.
stop. So you can't really put a time limit on healing. Do you get what I'm
Welcome
saying?
aboard, Bianca. Welcome aboard, honey.
Welcome aboard,
Welcome
B.
aboard.
Whoop, whoop.
Faye says, before entering into another relationship.
Yes, Faye. I get what you're saying, Faye. But
But for those that's just tuned in, let's
Yes.
talk about the topic. For those that's just tuned in, the topic is how to get your sex groove back. And this question is aimed for a lot of people that are single and that, you know, they want to go back out there into the dating world and find somebody, but they're fearful of the intimacy part.
yes,
And that's what's stopping them and blocking them from receiving love.
absolutely.
Your soulmate could be right there in front of your face.
Exactly.
You know, but because you've been a certain way for so long now, you think that this is the norm. We're not saying that you have to be with somebody, you know, that's another thing. We're not saying that for a great happy life, you have to be with somebody.
Yes.
We're not saying that. But I just feel like
It's an added bonus.
it's nice to have somebody there with you that you can consoling, you know, best friend. You know?
That you can have intimacy with. Okay?
What?
But
What was Faye saying?
Faye says if you take too long to heal, you get stuck in a rut, and this is what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
If you're healing in between relationships, you've healed. But if you've healed for many years, don't you feel like you're gonna start building up a fear to have intercourse? Like, is intercourse like riding a bike? Is it something that you can just never lose? You can never unlearn. But I feel like there's a lot of women out there. Welcome aboard, Michelle.
Welcome aboard, Michelle.
Okay, let me
Welcome.
read what Michelle says. So Michelle says, when a woman has had traumatizing experiences, it can be difficult to want to have a sexual intercourse. So it's easier to not have it. But when you are ready to have intercourse, I think it takes the right person to get those deep sexual urges out of you. I think women should learn their bodies like how men know their bodies.
Oh, Michelle.
Michelle. Very interesting.
Yeah, great point. Do you know yourselves?
Exactly.
Do you love yourself?
Do you
That's
know your
another
body?
thing. Do you love your body, each and every part of it? Because Faith says, as Faith says, you become anxious.
There you go.
You have anxiety. Imagine.
That's a lot, to have anxiety because if we're being real, if we strip everything back, okay, making money, careers, you strip everything back and you go to the olden days, we were born to have intercourse with the opposite sex and create. Okay? That's what we're here. That's what our main purpose is. Before
Yeah,
anything else
exactly.
is to procreate. So make it make sense. If that's not in your life, then do you get what I mean? I feel like there's something, and again, that's if you choose not to do that, no judgments. Do you, boo?
No pressure.
No pressure. But I'm saying,
I think I've spoken to a few people out there that are single and are looking for love. Yeah, and it is apparent that they have anxiety. They doubt themselves. The confidence is not where it should be. Yeah, because in order for you to love another, you have to have some form of confidence in yourself, love yourself, love every part of your body.
100%.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't have that, and they feel like if they don't look a certain way, how are they going to find love?
There's man out there, okay? Guys, there is man.
Oh my God, Faith
out
says,
there.
I don't think you can ever forget how to get your leg over. Laugh out loud. Oh my gosh, that's what you think. That's what I'm saying. When your body changes as the time, and depending how long you've waited, if you've waited like 6 months, even though your body can change a lot in 6 months.
I don't
Cool.
think that's like proper time.
No, years and years.
I'm talking about like a bird, like like 5 years plus.
Your body can change, and you get stiff. So you feel like getting your leg over. Oh yeah, it's all right. But then, cramp settles in.
But it's not just about the cramp though. It's like what you said. Is it a fear? Is it a build up of fear that makes your libido low? Okay, your libido is your urge to have intercourse. So is it that fear that builds that up? A low libido, or is it the experiences that you've had?
Yeah.
Or is it your mental health? That
Is
too.
it your mental health?
Is it your mental health?
Because
Is
we
it-
all got it.
Okay.
It's just the levels.
Right.
Welcome aboard, Aisha. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard, Aisha.
Do you find something funny?
Let us know your opinion, Aisha.
Let us know your opinion. Because I don't know. My dad, he's one of them men that always knows the solution for everything.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing.
My dad feels like he knows a solution for everything, and everything can be fixed. And there's something out there, especially once it's healthy for you.
Or herbal.
On herbal, where there's a will, there is a way. So my dad, he always says, "Oh, if you've got problems with this in the bedroom, you can use this, and if you've got problems with that, you can use this." I'll tell you, my dad, but there's not many people that's got people around them to give them advice about what herbs you can take to keep your libido up.
Your libido, yeah.
Libido, sorry. Libido. I
Libido.
think no more happy juice for Nubian.
No, libido. I cannot.
No more happy juice.
Oh gosh, the coughing fits have started now. No, seriously, guys. I think there's other ways also to get your libido up, to get that groove back, okay? If it is a mental health thing, exercise. Exercise can get those juices flowing. Do you get what I'm saying? Or maybe try something that you've never tried before. Or do things that you haven't done before, obviously sexually or intimately, or trying to show affection. Or maybe has anyone considered having a sex coach? Or an intercourse coach, sorry.
Welcome aboard, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Welcome aboard. Welcome to Chill and Spill, honey. Yes.
What do you think, Christine? What do you think?
What do you think?
Because I like to know your opinion, Christine.
Yes. We want to know your opinion, Christine. What do you think about, I'm sure you know people that have been single for a long time. It's a bit sad that I think there's a lot more single people out there than anything else.
Which is very unfortunate.
That are just, anything you say to them, you want to give them advice. Oh, don't worry, man, be positive. There's always somebody out there, very rare. And they'll say, listen, I've had enough.
Oh, dear.
All of them are this and all of them are that.
Oh, dear.
But it's true. And they start
dear.
bashing. A lot of women start bashing the men because of their past experiences. I mean, it's not a good look, because remember, we are all individuals and we're all different.
Listen, there are ways to get your groove back, okay?
Let us know, Zuz.
Okay, so the reason why you might not have your groove right now, could be high blood pressure, it could be diabetes, increased weight, okay? Endocrine disorders and high cholesterol. Those are some of the things that can interfere with your sexual drive, okay? But in order to get that back again, you can, if you have a partner, because sometimes these things happen with your partner, so it's not just about single people. Sometimes your libido can be low whilst you're in a relationship, whilst you're married, whilst you're in a committed relationship or a casual relationship, you can have a very low libido. So it says that you can communicate your sexual desires with your partner, listen to their sexual desires, improve your confidence in many different ways. Just make small gestures, yeah. Find creative ways to increase physical touch. Okay, so that's just a few.
Naming a few.
That is just naming a few. But exercise is up there. Talking with your partner if you are in a relationship. Setting aside time for intimacy. Okay. Again, this doesn't just apply to single people. Sometimes people are in relationships, have low libidos as well.
Exactly. What's Aisha saying?
Aisha says, I think it's fear and maybe being too body conscious, but I really don't think men care. If they like you, they don't care about what you look like.
Exactly.
Amen, sister.
Exactly.
Amen,
well said.
sister. Oh, well.
Hello, Benson.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good evening. Wait, hold on. Oh, God.
Don't make me laugh. I can't. Morning.
Morning. But
Lovely to have you on board.
Yeah, man. Evelyn, everybody. I'm a vex still.
Why?
It's like, you see them topic here now. It's like, when you have them topic here, when I realize from the other day, this show put me in a trouble. You understand what I mean?
Why?
Yeah, because more time when you're all a reasoning about whatsoever, right? It's like at the end of the day, it's like a lot of judgment has been passed same way, and then when it reach certain topics, yeah, so a lot of judgment has been passed.
Ooh, that's better.
So some topics are trouble. You see what I say? For me feel unbalanced now. More time, I feel a next man for the amongst me, and then come me alone for take on the two ladies. Then
I knew
yeah,
he
hard.
was gonna say something like that. You know, I knew he was gonna say something like that. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah, hard man, yeah,
You're
hard.
used to us. You are, and plus, and big up yourself, Antonio Nice. Antonio Nice is here, so he is here with you as the second man.
Yes.
It's hard.
Antonio Nice, you need to speak up, please. And Jackie, where's Jackie?
Yes.
And where's Mana General? Yes.
Mana General
Yes, we need some.
and Mark.
And Mark, Rooster. Where are you guys to help Benson out here? Even though the
One
topics are never directed at anybody
No,
on
no,
the panel.
absolutely not.
These topics that we have, they are not directed to anybody specific.
No,
Okay?
no.
These topics that we have is things that happen every day. Like, look at this topic now. How to get your sex groove back.
Yeah.
Now, that topic, there's no way, not unless you're a person that is not having intercourse. This is what this is for. The people that are having problems with getting back out there. You know.
Yeah, but here what happened, you man. You see, with all the things that Zeus read just now, that can
Affect.
affect that part of it. Sometimes it's maybe the mindset and the person being in a comfortable space mentally.
Yes.
That's very true. But that's what I was saying earlier. Sometimes it can be
No,
your
Mm.
your mentals, which is why you've got a low libido.
Mm.
You know,
Christine, I was gonna read
Okay,
that.
yeah, you read what Christine
Yeah,
says.
Christine says, I believe that there is a man for every woman and a woman for every man. When you will find that person, it's a different thing. It can be days, weeks, months, and even years.
Yes, that is very true.
You better come out of your house. May I evict you?
Oh my god.
No, but it's true. Thank you, Christine, for
Yeah,
that.
that is true. But really, if you
Because
and your,
even if you come out the house,
no, even if you and your individual live together and have a good relationship, that different. Because when it depends on the circumstances, so that should be broken down into two parts, right?
yes,
Because if you and your partner have a good relationship and that is not happening, me personally would question it. But if you and the person not live that way, you have to just accept whatsoever comes. But if you have a good relationship and nothing done wrong with each other partner physically, that is a different thing.
No, but the thing is, there might not be nothing wrong with them physically,
Yeah, but even that may I tell you,
but
so,
mentally, is that what you're saying? Mentally,
yeah, so if you're like just what Lady Christine said, if you have your partner and nothing go on and you and them have a good relationship, if me can't even manage, me I use my toe or my elbow. But something have to go on, else I move out.
oh,
If nothing wrong with me and nothing wrong with you, and you go make me wait for all 6 months, 8 months. No man, you're mad man. One of we are gonna live in the bathroom.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's different. If you're living with the person, that is a totally different
Yeah, and
scenario.
you have
Yeah.
a good relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's a
different.
totally
That's
nothing
different.
different. But then what?
So if me find out, cause in relating to the topic,
Yes.
and then in relating to the topic, and you, I would find that concerning when me check myself and say what happened. I must say to her, say, say, I realize that certain things is not going certain way. Why is this not happening and stuff, right?
Yes.
And she decide to improve or say even once every month or 2 times a week or 365 days in a year now.
Mm.
So if you give me a 280, nothing wrong with that. And you take a holiday break. Because ladies love holiday,
Scott, deal with what you're saying right
No, it's
now.
true.
So,
So-
they're gonna end up in the bathroom.
Yeah, so remember now, it's like, say, our age group, yeah?
Mm.
When we did younger, would it have me personally, and this is why I hate the topic, 'cause enough time you want to use an example, but you still have to relate back to yourself. When I was younger, your sex drive would have been a bit higher than now. Now, you spend majority of the time thinking about where you are supposed to be in terms of achieving stuff.
Okay.
So this is where the conflict also comes in between a man and a woman into that department. Because there's a lot of contributing factors in it. Because maybe men, my age group at the moment, I'm more focused on where I am in terms of knowing that my time is coming to an end, and to make sure say kids them all right and you have something in life. So when you think about those sort of things more time, that sort of push the sex part of me behind. You understand what I mean?
So can I ask you a question then?
You might
So-
as well. Me not have no choice. Do I have a choice?
Yes, you do.
Me not have no
No,
choice.
you don't have no choice. No, you
Oh
don't.
dear.
So,
This serious. This serious.
so me and Nubian was saying earlier, like when a woman breaks up with their partner at the time,
Yeah.
some women don't mind going ahead and being intimate with another person, like fairly quickly, and some women like to kind of just, like myself, to just heal and take a step back and kind of just focus on me and what I need to do. Do men go through or do the same thing? That are there men that kind of just
It depends where the man is mentally. But for me, if I back in at the day or wherever it is, and me and her break up, me no healing for heal, cause I know Jesus me break up with. As she gone, me find somebody else. Who cares? And I'm being real. Me no, it no matter to me if worse if you not have that feeling towards a person. Sometimes if you did have it when she tell you say it over, you keep a party.
dear. Okay, so say it was a serious relationship and you was feeling her, there was feelings involved. Again,
Would I ring her 6 times? And anyhow, me ring her 6 times. No, serious. If me ring her 6 times and she not pick up, now look for you 7th. But me now go block her, But me I go ring her 6 times. And me I go make sure say she get the call.
Guess who makes 7?
You understand? And then after when me
I don't know
ring
why
her-
it's so specific as well.
What?
6 times.
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah,
phone
that-
6 times? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
6 times.
Yeah.
Why is
like-
it not 10?
No.
Why is it not 10? 10's my favorite number, by the way. 10,
No,
10.
anytime I get 10, you gotta start watch her.
Okay.
That is a very dangerous number. Anytime you reach that level, you gotta be a stalker.
Dear.
So you have to have a balance to know that when we did younger, when a woman break up with we cry. We cry like a man. I cried,
I hear
and
that.
enough broken heart me get along the way.
I didn't cry again.
If me would have cry again,
No, you said that you cried back in the day, but then after that you got a lot of broken hearts.
yeah,
But
you
you didn't
still
cry
so
again. You didn't cry again.
the more it happened to me, yeah, 'cause a woman leave me for any and anything, you know. Them break up with me for any and anything.
Yeah.
So the amount of breakup we have now, it's like you get seasoned to it.
Yeah,
Because
I get what you
sometimes
mean.
you hear the voice, you say, me know that you are going to tell me. Sometimes I say, me you even will answer before and say, you are going to break up with me, not true. And she say, so you couldn't wait till me ask you.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
You get me?
No, sir.
All when I
No,
know
sir.
that she mean for say, you are say it before, because sometimes you have a feeling, say, you know, say that she are going to tell me
And
now.
then sometimes you must be wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's not every time
You
you're going to be
understand what I
like,
mean?
sometimes you're wrong.
Yeah.
Faye says, when you're in a relationship, the number one thing to keep a relationship going is intercourse, alongside communication. They go hand in hand.
Yes.
And if you haven't got those vital components, a relationship, you might as well forget it.
That's
Welcome
very true.
aboard,
So true.
Jackie. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard, DJ
Jackie.
Jackie.
So true. But in a person's relationship, you know, in regards to the topic, you know, some people will go and leap and bounds for make them partner happy. And as the topic said, how to get your sex groove back.
Yes.
If you did ask me that firstly, I would have some would have to call Stella.
Oh God.
You know,
How
so
Stella got a groove back.
yeah,
Stella.
yeah. So
That was the name of my first car.
yeah,
Stella.
yeah. So really, it
Yeah, like
takes-
Christine said, Benson, you said as she gone, you will find someone. That means you don't love her in the first place.
No, I no matter. I no love her. No, I no remember. Remember, you know, it's not a matter about love. You know, remember that even with feelings, it depends on how you feel about that individual. Look on the ladies and the men them who are go have sex on them hen night or them that night before them get married. So you say you go do it for you last time, you know you're not gonna do it again.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So some people do that and said, all right, when me know me no need for cheat, so this is the last time I go sleep with somebody else. And people do those things, don't it?
And they love the person. They
Yeah,
love their
and them love the
fiance.
yeah, but
And
the-
they still go
yeah.
out and do something
Yeah.
like that just before the wedding.
It's not
Yeah.
love.
It's
yeah.
not love.
No, it's not.
So when you think about it, it's like a lot of times people will judge you, you know, but when an individual just be factual to the truth, it's not about. So if me break up with her now, yeah, she break up with me, right? And when me realize that she really gone, right? It depends when me have to do. If me when I was younger, if she break up with me no business, me no would have sleep with somebody else. As she said, done. Me say alright then, see you later. Bye.
See, that's what I was saying earlier. But obviously, it's different now because you're saying that's when you was younger.
Yeah, but now me would have call her 6 times. And then if she no answer, that me I tell you, say me know say me fi hit the road jack.
What Jackie's saying?
Oh well, Jackie says Faye got a point, but she leave out the most important thing: compromise. Because even with intercourse and communication, if you don't have compromise, it still will pose a problem. Because for some things that you have, compromise to get to the other two.
To get the other two.
To get the other two, sorry. So you have to compromise and have the communication and have the intercourse
For it to work.
for it to work. I get you, Jackie. I get what you're saying.
You think
But can I ask you, Jackie, have you ever gone through a time where you're like, you know what, I'm not dealing, so I'm not just I'm talking about not now, because obviously we know you're happily married, but was there ever a time in your life prior to you being married where you said to yourself, you know what, I've broken up with this person, or I'm not in the mood to have sexual intercourse? Because I don't believe that men go through that. Like I said, maybe for what Benson said, like if they've got goals and they're trying to work on something and they just don't have time to think about that, then yes. But in a time where they're not thinking about that and they've got everything sorted in their lives, do they ever get to a point where they're like, you know what, I'm not going out there to deal with any woman?
And one of the hardest questions for answer. You know why it would be hard for some people?
Why?
It depends on how you feel for that individual.
You know, not unless, to me, if you've been with someone, if there's no feelings involved, and you get with someone straight after,
Yeah,
that means there has to been people there before the backup. Do you know what I mean?
No, not necessarily back up.
Because because that means you're just gonna literally on purposely just go out there just to find somebody else.
Remember, this
He
is
said he can't say yes or no.
all right. You remember about life, right?
DJ Jackie, what do you mean you can't say
It's
yes
like-
or no?
Wow.
Remember life
Oh,
journeys.
dear.
That means no.
You're driving a car, don't it? And you get puncture along the way.
Yeah.
It's the same way. Remember that a lot of times, like we know we said the devil in the midst. So sometimes you're there and you break up with a person, and the devil make you walk out on the road and buck up in somebody, and from one conversation lead to another, don't it?
So it's the devil that did it.
So it's for you to
No.
be strong then.
Yeah, as individual, that may I say the mental part of the individual.
It's very important.
Me cheat already, and cry, Me cheat already, and me cry.
Why did you cry?
Because I know I shouldn't do it. And me cheat already and me cry. And me still sleep with other persons. And me still have regrets after. And then me beat up myself and I say, Lord, why did I do that? Why?
Is that because of how you felt about the woman, or is that because
You know it was wrong.
you genuinely know that was wrong? Because I feel like there is a slight difference. Like if
Yeah.
you've got a real connection with the
Yeah,
person,
if you don't care about the
then
person,
if you don't care about the person,
No, one phase of my life when me never have nobody with me I do nothing with. But me just get caught up with somebody when me think, when me sleep with, when me thinking of myself that I shouldn't have. Not that I was involved with anybody at the time.
Oh right.
But
Oh,
remember,
okay.
it's all about, it's different because persons who are spiritual, in a sense, have conviction, don't it?
Right.
So at times you'll do things and you get the conviction within yourself that, I shouldn't do that. Why did I do that? Because men, I don't know about a lot of men, but I know that I have regrets. I have regrets. And I'm going to stick to the topic where it comes to being sexually involved with females. I have regrets.
Yeah, because the topic is how to get
Yeah.
the sex
how to
spirit
get
back.
Yeah.
how to get
So-
it back.
You know, there must be some men out there that, that haven't been
Yeah.
intimate with anybody for a long time.
Yeah.
Not just women.
No, no,
No,
no.
because men, they suffer with confidence too. Like you said, Benson, if you're not happy with yourself mentally, how are you going to go out there with conviction and find somebody? You know what I mean? How's it going to work?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, because you ain't got no confidence. And like Faye says, if you can't communicate, how are you going to compromise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also very true.
yeah, if you can't communicate, how are you going to compromise? It
You
just
have to communicate to compromise. That's very true.
Exactly. If you're not
That's very,
talking,
very
how are you going to
true.
compromise? Well, Jackie's got something there.
Jackie says, Faye, I understand what you're saying, but just look at it. Just look at this. If you don't compromise, you can't communicate, because if you're upset with your spouse and don't compromise, you won't communicate. But then I agree with both Jackie and Faye, but I feel like communication does come first to be able to like if, you know, if I'm in a relationship and I say, babe, I don't like this, and he says, babe, well, I don't like this, we have to have expressed what we don't like in order to be able to meet in the middle, right? Which is compromise.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be able to communicate to each other what is going wrong, what we don't like, or what's hurting us, or what is making us feel some type of way, for us to be able to meet in the middle. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To be able to compromise. So if my man says, babe, sometimes the way you say things, I know that you don't necessarily mean it with intent, but the way you say things makes me feel some type of way. And
Triggers
then
me.
it triggers me, and then I say, well, sometimes the way you react to what I say, do you get what I'm saying? Makes me feel some type of, makes me feel like I'm saying something that's so hurtful to the point where you're now, showing your aggression, or your emotions are so high. So the fact that both of us have said this now, we've communicated what issues we have with each other. So in order for us to now compromise, we we would have had to say what the issues were first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If
Do
you
you get
don't
what I'm
communicate,
saying?
how are you supposed to?
If I don't tell you what's
You're just
wrong,
suffering in silence.
and if you don't tell me what's wrong, how are we gonna meet in the middle and say, all right then, babe, you know what? I see that when I say certain things, it triggers you. So I'm a kind of ease back and maybe talk a little softer, or try my best to say it in a different way where you understand. Do you get what I'm saying? And he might say, then do you know what, babe? I'm going to try and control my emotions a bit more and not react
Yeah,
so
because
vibrantly.
the title is so interesting because obviously now we're talking about in a
It
relationship.
it has.
Yes,
It
it's
has
diverted.
subtitles.
Yes, that's right.
But,
It's
but
a wide
good.
spectrum.
Yeah, it's good.
Because the thing is, we'll aiming this question to the singletons, but then this problem may occur in a relationship also,
Yes.
and it's just become stagnant. Nothing's happening.
Yes.
You know.
You know
How do you get that back?
how you get it back?
Do you know what?
You
Go
know,
on, Benson.
You know what we don't understand. Me not lie to you. You see, women, that's something where women have. Honestly, I devil, you know.
See, you always say that.
Yeah.
No man, me
Well,
not
that's
lie
not
to
good.
you.
It's not the devil.
How
Yo,
we was created by
that
God.
thing, yeah.
Exactly. God
Here
gave us
what
So
I-
how is it the
God
devil?
gave
I'ma
us
show you
this.
something.
Yeah, God gave us this.
If woman did smart, them have man around them little finger. Me I go tell you the truth. And me I go tell you why. Even with relationships and having a good life and a good communication and a good balance, it is a very, very hard thing to do. You know, all right, we could be real with each other and see what show your vibe. Remember that this thing, you and a person, can get along real well, verbally. Remember, this is how human beings are, and we don't even take take check of it. We can get along real well, a man and a woman communicating, right? For maybe 2 years, 3 years, and then you ending up sleeping with that person. And that instant moment, you find out that there's no compatibility there. Now, what
Very
do you
true.
do? What do you do?
Run.
What
Okay.
the man do? What the man do?
This serious.
And what do the women do? Because you have to look into it now. We are going to be real. Now, you as a man, are you going to tell her that? Me find out say this thing not gonna work, or the woman are gonna tell the man vice versa. It's a very complicated thing because you build up that friendship and figure more or less that you have that bond between each other. And the first time you get in contact, the bolt and the bolt and the screw of it.
Do you know what? I get what you're saying.
You ever
and
find
It's
yourself
ve-
in a them
It's very
position there?
important.
I have
They have got
found-
they have got a show, isn't it? They've got a show that's going on right now. That's been going on for a little while. It's called Love Is Blind, and it's a series that comes on, and it's a thing where you meet strangers in pods. The men have got their side, and the women's got their side. So they meet in the pods and they talk, they get to know each other. You may have a connection with more than one person, and you don't get to see each other until the man proposes, or the woman could propose as well. They propose to each other without seeing each other. All they've been doing is communicating blind. So then, once you propose, the following day, you'll get to see that partner. It's the same sort of thing what Benson's saying. So you see the partner. First of all, attraction comes into it. Are you attracted to the person that you've fallen in love with in a pod, just talking? They've fallen in love, you know. Do you fancy them? Number one. And number two, what is the intimacy saying? Do you have that connection? Because you said you love that person now, you know. So it's the same sort of thing. It's a very interesting experiment.
But do you know what? I feel like in that situation, as hard as it is, and it probably hardly ever happens. It's probably a very small percentage of where it actually does happen. But you have to try your best to communicate that. If you're friends first, and you've built up that relationship, like Benson was saying, and you've decided to take it across that line, I feel like you both owe it to each other to be as honest as possible. It's but wait.
No, Christian. No, Christian.
No, listen. I'm saying, but
that-
I did. What did I say? I said that it probably happens a very small percentage. So it's
Me no
1%.
know that the percentage.
Listen,
Cause you're not going to hurt the person feeling.
you're not gonna want to. I'm not. Listen. There's always a way of saying something. You're not gonna want to hurt the person intentionally. Absolutely not. But what you're gonna do? You're gonna keep doggering the person that you're not compatible with, or you're just gonna ease back, and then you're gonna start drifting apart, and then that person's gonna think, how come we're drifting apart away from me? We used to speak every day. We used to do this. We used to do that. Da 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 da. To me, if it's someone that you don't know, like like
a stranger.
if it's a stranger, or if it's someone that you haven't known for long, so there's not really a friendship there, it's easy to be like, you know what, this ain't gonna work. Or it's easy to just lock them off and don't even say nothing. You won't even see them again. But someone that you've had, like, that's your best friend, or that's your a friend that you've had for a very long time, and you both, as consenting adults, decided to cross that line, I feel like you have to have that conversation no matter how hard it is. You're going to have that conversation, because then what's going to happen is, did I value our friendship? Did I value it enough to be able to say to you, you know what, I love you as a friend, but I feel like that's just how it's just going to be friends. I feel like I don't know if we're connecting in that way on an intimacy level. Do you get what I'm saying? Obviously, they only know the friend side of you. They don't know the intimate side of you. Now they've got into the intimate side of you, and you realize within yourself, because it could also be one-sided. It could be one-sided. You could feel like that, and then they don't feel like that. They're feeling like it's absolutely great.
Yeah.
Then what? You have to say something.
Sorry. I'm sorry, but
Oh dear.
dear. Okay, Zeus, I think you've heard it loud and
sir.
clear.
Yes.
Faye says, yes, I hear you, Jackie, but you have to communicate first before the compromise. And Jackie says, so you have to compromise to communicate. If you're upset, you won't communicate on one party, will talk while the other just
Kiss their teeth.
And walk away. And then what else is Jackie saying?
Jackie says, so Faye, you see where I'm coming from? And Faye says, no, Jackie, communication has to come first. And then Jackie says, I think I'm going to be
A relationship counselor.
a relationship counselor.
No, man.
Faye says, lol, yes, I think you would be a good one. Jackie says, Faye, it need both to communicate. Faye says, Zuz is called
Fears out.
Laugh out loud.
But she said, yes, both parties has to communicate. Then you have a dream relationship. And we got something from Antonio as well. I'm loving the feedback, guys. What's Antonio saying?
Antonio says, I had my heart broken before and it wasn't easy. But my dad reasoned with me by telling me that in order to move on, you need closure. And about the sexual part, if you're with a woman and she loves to argue and not sit and talk about the situation, that will definitely turn me off from having sex with her. No matter how good she looks, in reality, there is so much things that a woman can say or do that you don't have any sexual drive for her because you're not happy being around her. So it's best to go your separate ways. That is very true.
Wow.
Antonio, and thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Um, thank you very much. You know, it's very interesting, and what you said is true. Like, if you're not feeling that person, but see, if you're not feeling that person that you're supposed to be with, yes, I can understand that. You know, that sexual drive might not be there anymore. You know, it starts to turn into resentment, or you not liking that person. But does that make your libido so low for other people? Does it make you want to go with other people? Or are you in a state where you're just like, you know what, let me just ease back and just focus on me? But like Benson said, it's hard to answer that because it just depends
On your mental
on
state.
your mental state and
It's
who
very
you're
important.
with, and which is very, very important.
If you're not happy in your life, personally, your own personal journey, then how are you going to share any form of anything with anybody?
What I want to know from Benson is, what advice do you have? Because obviously we are women. So as women, I can say what, I believe women, like, we have a time, we can go for a long time without having any kind of intercourse,
Some.
or some, not all. But what is your advice to women out there that haven't had it for a long time, that's trying to get themselves back out there and they find it difficult?
Hear my cry, oh no.
No, because do you know why I say that? Yeah, it's because us women are always giving women advice, but at the end of the day, it's not us that's necessarily having intercourse with you. So you might get better advice from the opposite sex, which is
You know what
Benson.
happened?
Well, General says take a break, looking into yourself, and do you. Then you will know it's time to date again.
Him can say that if him find himself not looking the woman who will come out of that position. Because if you find yourself in that position where that woman will come out of something and she says she want a break, and she start put up the rock at Gibraltar, how you are going to feel? So remember that everything that we're saying, have two sides.
Yes.
So
it
you
does.
will tell the person that. But what about the man who is looking that woman? How would that man feel? Now, to your question, Zos, that is a very, very hard one. Because remember, I would not advise anybody. And that's why sometimes when I'll share a conversation, I will never tell a person that I would do that. I'll show them the pros and the cons, and then at the end of the day, the choice is theirs. Because what happened is, you find that sometimes some persons come to you, right, with whatsoever topic, and they just want to hear you say yes, and then it's like a go ahead for them. Because now we're dealing with human beings,
Yes.
right? And human beings are like England weather. Yeah? So it's very hard for you to find someone that is genuine.
Yes.
And remember, you could be setting up that person for a broken heart again and all over again. And that is the whole thing about it. Because
Yeah,
when
we don't
you-
want to do that.
Yeah, when you really look at it, and some ladies keep themselves to themselves and said, look, I don't want to try again. Right? But it's so unfair if you know that that cake is good and you're keeping it for yourself.
Okay, so then in that sense, in that sense, if if there are women out there that are saying, you know what, I'm done. I don't ever want to, experience intercourse again with another person or whatever. Are you saying at least don't keep that to yourself? You're not telling them to who to go with or when to go with or whatever,
Yeah.
but you're saying don't basically give up on yourself. Is that what?
No, I would that exactly. But guess what happened now? Those are the ladies that I will say to them, right? Be very patient, because if you have hold out for that period of time, I would say be patient. You can be patient in talking to someone. So that simple means, because I personally believe the longer a woman holds out, although men are like a 50 cent coin, yeah?
Yeah.
Because a man can wait a long time to, but that will give the woman more. She will be in that space already where she's by herself, and then that will allow her to have that patience. So exercise the patience in letting that run for a period of time to try and find out as much as you possibly can and see if this person is genuine. Because is he is a decision at times, where that comes into being, because when it comes to that thing, it's not an easy thing for you to put up resistance like Berissa man.
So what if? Okay, so what if you are?
But a lot of people, what it is as well, a lot of people, you may have patience. Some men may have patience, but you still may be lying through your teeth with those poor women that are trying to have trust in the man that they're speaking to for a very long time. They're building the trust, they're building the confidence, yeah. And you have men that don't mind selling you a dream for as long as possible until they get the cake. Then what happens?
Well, as what the songwriter saying, don't fall in love with a dreamer. You
You
understand
don't
what I
know
mean?
though,
So
because some people put up this facade.
yeah,
There is a facade. Some people only want you for certain reasons.
yeah.
Some people, you know, will just say what you want to hear just so they can get what they want. So it's easy to say, trust in the process and
Yeah.
all these things, but this is one of the fears what people are having out there today.
So why you think, Nubian, sorry to cut you, why you think, right, this part of life, it is so difficult and hard to work out the right or the wrong about it when you calculate it? Look into
At the
it.
same time, I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying, but you know what?
Yeah.
There's something called gut. And especially if you're spiritual, you have a gut feeling, yeah, and first thoughts. Everybody go with your first thought. If you saw even one or two red flags,
You move.
you move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You understand? So what it is, you go by your instincts. It doesn't lie to you.
Yeah,
It's
man.
telling you the
No, man.
truth.
I know all the time, man.
Not all the time.
Remember that, that is where people get things wrong, where instinct come into play.
And intuition.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Because some intuition can be wrong, in all honesty.
I think sorry to cut you, Benson. I think in that sense people are mixing up their intuition with their emotional feeling.
Yes.
What they're feeling,
Yes.
they're
Yes.
thinking that their emotional
Yes.
feeling
Yes.
is their intuition, but it's not.
Exactly.
When
Exactly.
when you really check it, when you really strip it back and go back to your first thought,
Yeah.
like if for instance when just say one of your friends mentioned the guy and you saw the guy in the club or you saw him in a restaurant or wherever, a cafe, whatever, and you looked over and you was like, not for me, but because of circumstances and whatever, you thought, okay, let me. Do you get what I'm saying? And then you go into it and it doesn't end up working. You don't remember. You don't remember that very first thought where you said, not for me. So that's the instincts. But because of the circumstances and your emotions, you're thinking, oh, he seems different than what I thought. Maybe I judged him. Maybe I judged him wrongly. Da 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 da. And I start getting into him, and then I start liking him more, and then I realize, oh my gosh, it's not just lust for me. I'm actually liking this person, and it doesn't work out. It's only when you break up with the person when you realize, rah. Actually, when I really think about it, my very, very first thought was, no, that's not for me.
In order to separate the two, you have to do yoga.
General says, going out there as a woman or man, it's a big gamble, but it's just chances
Exactly.
you had to take to get into a relationship again. It's life. It's like going to the casino and gambling.
Yeah, it's true, and it's a big
It
risk.
is a gamble. Life is
It
a gamble.
It is.
I feel like not even just relationships, life in general. If he's doing business, relationships, whatever it is, it's all a gamble and risk taking risks.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, we got to address what Faye says. Faye says, like Steve Harvey says, wait for 90 days. Now let me tell you something, Faye. Let me be very real with you. It doesn't work.
But
The 90
You
days
can wait
don't
90 days, 180
the
days,
90
3 months,
days
1 year,
doesn't work.
2 years, 3 years.
You wait the 90 days, you get into a relationship, it lasts a good couple of years, you think to yourself, yeah, you're going to marry this person, and whatever. And then you realize it all comes crashing down. And although you're not with the person anymore, and you could still be cool or whatever, what was the point of me waiting 90 days? I might as well just done my thing when I first saw you.
may I be honest with you? And this is going to upset a lot of person's spirit.
Go on.
But may I gotta tell you something? When me give God thanks to spare my life, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But my experience over the fears at the time, right, new man? When me listen to like females, right? Telling me about problems when them have with them man and whatever it is.
Yeah.
And when I realize, it look like I find out that when it comes to some part, especially when it comes to the sex thing with ladies, it seems like one part of them brain no work. One part of it no work when it come to like some things where some man will say, I may have to wonder say, so how them not catch up on that? How them not see that? How them, you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then that is why like when a woman have a brother or a uncle or a man friend or whatever it is, based on the experience of the man, for reason with them. And a lot of ladies wouldn't become victim of certain things.
100%.
Because remember now, me as a man listen to other ladies. Right? And then you can realize that no matter how, most times you will hear ladies speak, but when it comes to that part, it still show a lot of vulnerability. Where them some little words, some things where the individual will say to them, you have to say, then how them not catch up on them thing there. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a fact. But if you say that now, people will bash you and say.
But the thing is,
oh,
what it
you're
is,
downgrade.
what we have to remember
Yeah.
is that when you're in something, you're a bit blind and deaf
100%.
sometimes when you're actually in the relationship itself.
And
then
that's
somebody,
just
yeah.
not women either.
Yeah, you just don't even realize what's going on because you're in it.
Yes.
But somebody on the outside looking in and hearing certain things.
And that is why, too, in a relationship, you have to be careful of who you tell your problem to. Because you can tell them, and them no want the best for you same way.
That's true.
And them
That's
even
true.
tell you things where you're not supposed to do.
That's
You understand what I
true.
mean?
That's very
That's
true.
very, very
So
true.
all of them think that's why I say relationship, right? Relationship and sex are one of the most complicated thing.
And so sometimes they don't know about your business.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes
complicated.
they can just see from the outside
Yeah.
how this person is acting towards you. So just say you got a man and a woman, they're husband and wife, and the man is acting like they're so in love with this woman, and
Yeah, man.
and the woman is just acting like she not really business. But obviously, in that man's head, that's his woman. He loves that woman. And from the outside, his man and friend are saying, "You see this here?" Do you get what I'm
Alright.
saying? That now he might have not told them anything.
Yeah.
As far as this man's concerned, everything's good. But from the outside looking in, you can see how the couple reacts to each other. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't need to say nothing. Sometimes you can see that there's problems in a relationship if you see the two people together. Unless they're putting on this great facade and they're all lovey-dovey, you won't know there's any problems. But sometimes it's hard to not show your true self.
Nubian, Zeus, you know why I say it complicated?
Why?
If you want to get it right.
Yeah.
You know, I first time I look on the two on say, not because we are talking about the topic, but me love on the colours. On just good this evening,
Oh, nice.
Thank you very much.
It's cold.
Yeah, on just good. Yes, me like how on look good this evening. On
Thank you.
always look good still.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You see how they love compliments, same thing we had talked about last week.
And we fell right into the trap. We fell right into the trap. Look at that.
No man.
The same thing. You see with the
Same
gassing. You see what the man them do.
The
Yeah,
dreamer,
man, that's what I
dreamer
mean,
boy.
man. They just
The
say-
most sweet.
They just tell you what you want to hear.
No, man.
It's so
Me
good.
have to go on a compliment, man.
It's so good,
When
it's-
look good, man. But here what I'm gonna tell you now. When you want to get a relationship right?
Welcome
Yeah.
aboard, Casimir.
All right.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
And Zeph. Welcome aboard, Zeph.
Welcome aboard, Seth.
Yeah. Mama take a sip off of my bourbon and I'm going to show you a reason.
Oh my gosh.
No, sir.
This
I
is
love
how,
you too.
Yeah, this is how it complicated. Now, we talk about communication. Communication in intimacy is very, very good. And sometimes, for the man, at times, for even say to the woman, which way you will have a woman who talk a lot. But when it come to that part, and him ask her, what are you comfortable with? Do you like this? Do you like that? I said, but what this, my God? I said, you're comfortable? I said, you want change? You know, and that time, yeah, it's like you in a yourself.
I'm
I
trying not
say,
to cough, people. That's why my mouth is closed. Please, it's too much.
Like, remember now, there's no way scientifically that the man can keep up to the woman. God bless the man them we can keep up that the way. But you have to take into consideration that if at the long distance you are going to win. So when the man asks you, have just to cut down the distance that you don't have to be so tired at the end of the race. But it's so complicated wherein no matter how sometimes you think you and that person have that bond and forget that part out of them. And a lot of men who speak to me about it, with Sir Benson, when you said to a lady for find out if she all right, I'm say just ask.
It's true.
Welcome aboard.
And
Stay. I'm so sorry, Benson. Welcome aboard. Stay home, love.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. So go ahead. So yeah.
Yeah, so this is where even the communication between each other is like ladies lose them voice that time, them lose them personality, them no want to communicate with them one. And then what happen, sometimes you find it hard for a lady find a man who really make them reach that heights.
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
I get what
Because imagine now, but then now and you fix up everything and everything nice and Yeah, jiggle juggle and and yeah, turn up the volume and all them thing there. You know what I mean? You know and yeah,
Oh
so
God.
babes, you're comfortable? No, me might look like Chinese, but me don't know Chinese language.
Oh God.
So those are the things we are in sometimes when we say relationship and the sex part of it, it can be complicated. And in all essence, a lot of persons who complain about their partners, they don't tell the partner until now the partner aren't aware of where he or she is going wrong.
Absolutely. That's very true.
Yeah, that is true. Who we got on there? Zuz?
Mana General! Oh.
No, sir.
No, wait, hold on. Where you been?
No, man,
No,
General.
sir.
Welcome aboard. Welcome to Chillin' Spill.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, but you're definitely gonna get a little bit of a.
No.
Where have you been?
Where have you been? Punishment.
Do you know what the topic is? Yeah, the topic is how do you get your sex groove back? And this is for, at first, it was only for the singletons that's been alone for a long time and are finding it difficult to get back out there on the scene. And then it went to being in a relationship. Sometimes in a relationship, the spark goes, and how do you get that back? How do you get that back? So we'd like to know. It's very interesting. We really appreciate all the feedback that we've been getting from male and female. It's been very, very interesting. And Benson's been very, very good. You know, I know he doesn't really like certain topics, but he's such a great team player, and he would just, join in and get involved, even if he doesn't want to.
He's been great.
No, no, no.
And do you know what? We've been loving the
no,
male feedback.
Yes, it's good.
It's honest tip. All right, here what happened. Look into it. Read me topic again and let me tell you something about the topic.
How to get
All
your
right.
sex groove back.
Like, if you like,
No, you go back to the topic. No, we're not a relationship.
Manager says he never loses his sex groove. My sex groove is always up, man. I understand that manager, you have a wife. You know, we're not saying everybody that's got a husband and wife, the sex groove is up there. But in your case, it is. And that's great.
Congratulations.
Yes, but, we want some advice for those that don't have that at the moment. Their relationship may be struggling in that department. And for the singletons that's out there, we want to hear from you. What advice do you have for these people, Man General?
First, can we give Man General? Can you give the advice for the women first? I want to know what advice you would give to the women that have been waiting a long time and they're finding it difficult to get back out there and get their sex groove back. And then also let us know the advice that you would give to the man then, because I'm sure it's going to be different.
He's got something there.
Man General says, me did kind of lose it little bit one time because my ex-wife did stress me out.
Oh, so you
Okay.
did. So you lost your groove.
Just a little bit.
Ah, so how long was it after the ex-wife did you find the strength and the confidence mentally and physically to say, you know what, it's time to move on? Did you have a break from the groove? Or no?
Or did you get a new groove? Questions. We don't want to get you in trouble, you know. So, Diane says, welcome aboard, Diane. Diane says, I think it's important to have confidence in your body, as that can sometimes be a hindrance when it comes to intercourse. Welcome aboard, Mike, as well. Mike says, women shouldn't worry about their bodies. If a man likes you, he would deal with it fragile.
Oh.
No.
Oh, dear.
All right. Oh, another thing. You know, I chill and spill, right?
Right.
Chill and spill
It's a
it.
safe
So me can,
space.
so me can chill down.
Yes, you can chill and spill.
I'm gonna pull off a microphone a little bit, cause you know my foot not so good more time. A long time I want to do this.
Oh,
We got a
Lord.
caller.
We got a caller.
Make the caller talk and then we can.
Yes.
Let me chill.
Hello.
Ladies,
Mana General. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. Where you been?
no, no,
No, sir.
you have to see with me. Work related.
All right, we'll let you
I
off.
will let you off. We will let you
Yeah.
off. You know we can't be mad at you too long. Probably like 2 seconds.
I know.
You've been good though. How's everybody?
I'm not complaining. Give thanks for life, you know.
Oh,
Yes.
it's so nice to hear your voice. It's very, very nice. So,
Yeah, we kind of brace ourselves. Yeah, hurricane in a little bit, so
Okay.
you know that kind of feeling that in the atmosphere. Yeah.
so there's hurricane again.
Oh yeah, and it's coming directly to where I'm at.
Oh my gosh,
What?
please be safe. Hold the family
Please.
safe.
Yeah, we're gonna try our best, you know.
We will all pray for you
100%.
and pray that everything
Yes,
will be
man.
fine and everything will be safe because you know what? I'll tell you
Yes,
something.
yes, man.
You can't play Mother Nature, you know.
You're right.
I'm telling you
And
that.
sometimes I feel like them a play with it about that, you know.
Yeah,
But
press
Yeah.
a button,
I won't say
Emma, press
anything.
button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. The UK, they're always pressing buttons over here.
100%.
Because
Oh my
I don't
God.
understand how come we are freeze for the majority of the year and then we only get a
Oh,
few
boy.
weeks of heat. I want to know that.
Oh boy.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, man.
Yes, man, General. So
So,
let us know what your
yeah, so
thoughts are on this topic.
yeah, so like me did say briefly in the message, like sometimes them things that will happen to you especially. Me never know say a female could have like stress out a man and make them things that happen to him until it happened to me.
Wow.
Me never know like that could have been possible, like you lose feelings for all other female and them something that just because of stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you know, it's like no matter how the woman look good and no matter how she pretty, it's just like because you undergo that stress there, it's like you can't function when it comes to them something there, you know? It's like you try, but it's like it not work. Until you can realize, because sometimes some things happen to you know we feel we accept, you know.
Yeah.
And that's one of the main things we have to do. We have to do something. We have to accept, say, this will happen to you first. Because if you not accept it, then you're always in a problem.
Yes, it's
When you see the facts in front of you, you have to accept that this will go on. So, like me say, them things that happen to me, but me never really make it keep me down for too long because I know everybody deal with stress the same way.
That's
It will
right.
affect some people different from how it affects some people. A man will tell you, say, him see a man commit suicide and him say, me will never do that because the situation never reached him yet.
Yes.
So easy for a man to say that, but same thing when it come to them something there with a female. A man because film relationship up and running, so him feel like said this couldn't happen to him because he never have a woman where stress him like that before.
Yes.
So like me say, me go through that stress there already and me see say it cut me whole feelings. It's like me not no feelings to no female until me have to pick up myself and say, no, this me have to get myself dust off and you know?
Yeah, I understand.
Like me say, me never make it take me too long because me no like for cage up myself. Me one of them person they were like, if you back me up in a corner, me go find some way to get out of it, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, me go force me way out and as soon as me realize me start get back up in a corner, me just slip out like a snake, you know. Gone.
No, so then
Yeah.
what advice do you have?
A good thing about it, when me find somebody else, that never affect me with that person, yeah. And that is the next thing too. We have to try to make what happened in our past relationship mess up the next one where we enter. Because
Yes.
sometimes them things they become a problem too, you know.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Sometimes you carry baggage.
Yeah.
Very much so. Because
Yes,
the thing
man.
is,
Invisible
Yes.
baggage.
and a lot of the time in a manner general, you feel like that you're over certain situations, you know, until one situation is a trigger.
Yes.
Something will happen in a situation and it triggered you because it happened
Yeah.
previously. You understand? Yes, you think that you're over it, you
Yeah.
know. You think that you've gotten over the past, and
Yes.
then in your
Oh, yeah.
previous,
Mm-mm.
something triggers you, and you say, you know what? I've been through this before,
But-
True.
and boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
And you know, I'm to sometimes, you know, sometimes you end up a talk to your, because, like, for example, you're out of a relationship, then you talk to a next female now. As for me as a man, and you maybe talk to that female there in a way where you do not even realize, because you put up a defense, like, because you know you got to another past relationship there. It's like you always have a defense put up, you know. So as soon as that woman you know we so innocent, never hurt you before, never do none of the bad things, them says something to you, it's like you just a wait for something to happen. And sometimes it happen and you don't even realize, you know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's true.
It happen, it don't happen so natural. Sometimes female maybe say to you, say, well, you know, last week I did talk to you about something and the way you respond, and then maybe you start looking to it and realize, say, you know, you have to shit, you know, say, I too, and, you know, shouldn't talk to her, so her, me get so aggressive, or, you know, I put up a defense with everything, like, you know.
Because somebody's got a question for you, Manor General. Sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Nikki.
man.
Welcome aboard. And she's letting us know that the hurricane is called Milton. Hurricane Milton.
Yes.
And her question for you is, what are some types of stress a woman can cause for a man to be turned off sexually?
Just listen. It is as, look here. All right. You have a. All right. Let me give you an example.
Right.
Me dey home, me a woman. Me in the living room, I watch. Me a sports person, you know. And me I watch basketball one night, and the morning, when I go in the room to go on my bed, and in the morning, me go on my bed, and you know, we wake up in the morning, me I drop her work, and she tell me say she tired. So me I say, oh, you tired, so you go to your bed from so early last night. And she tell me say she never did a sleep. So me say, why? She said she did a watch. She in the room, I watch my WhatsApp to see if me dey online. No, them kind of thing they stress me out, you know. Me just show you some things like something. Well, me not even gonna say it's simple, because that's not simple, you know. That is a serious. Me can't live with a woman where watch me like that. Me not have no freedom. Me want to go to my friend them, it's a problem. If me say me and my bitch them I go here, so my friend invite me out already, and me tell me woman say me I go. And she say yes, she go come, and then when a time for we go, she say she no bother want go, and because she no bother want go, she no feel say me must go. No. Me going out because me did tell you already, and I like me did say me alone I go. Me did I go bring you with me, and you choose not to. For whatever reason, me no know, but me still I go. Me no want you feel like say no, you want to tell me no, say me have to go stay because you no want go. No, when you start give me that impression there, when you start talk to me like that, then me I go put up defense.
Yes.
Them kind of thing they stress me out.
Yeah.
When you start arguing with me over some stupid stuff, them kind of stuff they stress me out. You understand?
Yeah.
Stop watch the man. You have to give the man freedom. Because if the man go give a bun, him go give a bun. Likewise for the woman, the same thing. You can't stop bun. So nobody worry about them or something. And 99.9% of the time, that is all we worry about in a relationship. Bun. We don't worry about nothing else, you know.
So, General, what about cheese?
That's why I say you can't just, if you're going to do the bun, you have to do it with cheese. So it tastes better. You get a better taste that time.
So, and obviously, also, it's a build-up, innit? It's a build-up of all those little things that's going to make you stressed. It's not just like the one thing. It's a build-up.
Don't talk to my friend. I have a female here with me. I'm going to make a female friend join.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, lovely.
She's going to tell you what can cause. Explain.
Come on.
I'm just smiling at the camera.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Who are we speaking to?
Hi. How you doing? My name is Karina.
Hi,
Oh,
Kareem.
welcome to Chill and Spill. Wow. What a wonderful phone call. We've got 2 in 1.
Yes.
Buy one, get one
Yes, two
free.
in
We
one.
love freeness.
And I
What?
love being a part of it.
Oh, lovely,
Oh,
lovely.
lovely. So, what's your opinion? What would you like to say?
Well, okay. He said, explain to me first what you guys were talking about.
Yeah. What we wanted to know is how to get your sex groove back. Yeah, that's the title of the topic, and it's whether you're a single person that's trying to get back out there in the dating scene, or if you're in a relationship and the sexual part of the relationship has now become stagnant. We want to know the opinions of your people, and there's a question that was brought up as well.
Okay.
What are some type of stress a woman can cause for a man to be turned off sexually? Too much? Hello?
If you feel like the person not spending time with you, I think you have to fix that. You fix that, the person will feel more comfortable. And then, it'll be easier for you to get, back in that groove again.
Oh, say that again because you cut out at the first part.
Okay. I think fixing the problem first, like, okay, say for instance, me and my significant other, I noticed that we were more moody with each other is because we couldn't spend time with each other. So
Mm.
because their work schedule was hard, mine was hard. So we begin to like grow apart in a way because now we're tired when we get off work. We're not spending time with each other. Now you're drained out, so you don't really want to, go there. But once you realize, like, wait a minute, this job is taking too much of my time. Let me cut out or let me request some extra days off so
Uh-huh.
that we could spend time together. So I think fixing the problem first. And it can even be communication too. If you feel like they're not communicating you, whatever it is, I think if you fix that first, it'll be easy for you to get back in the groove again.
Oh, yeah, that is
That is
great.
very true.
Great point. It's true because work does take over sometimes.
And
Yeah,
sometimes,
work take over.
yeah. And sometimes you forget who you've fallen in love with because you're so into work. You're not thinking about
Right.
nothing else but work, and you're forgetting who you started growing this relationship with and who you're intimate with, and you start forgetting that person unintentionally, of course, but that's what happens
Yeah.
naturally when you're working so hard. You tend not to put as much energy into the relationship if you wasn't working or if you worked less hours. So that is a very, very good point. Another question: what do you think? Um, some of the types of stresses that a woman can cause a man for him to be not sexually into you or turned off sexually.
I think too, like letting yourself go. Like if you used to do your hair all the time and dress sexy when you first got them, and now you're looking like crap all the time. Hey, you know,
No, sir.
love you, but come on, like you gotta spice it up still.
Yeah.
Like
You
you
still
ain't
gotta
looking
look
cute no
good.
more. You just looking like a ball.
Exactly. Amen.
Exactly.
Amen. I think that's a really good
Like even
point.
though I know I'm a beautiful person, but sometimes I have to make myself even more beautiful. So I'm like, okay. They be like, oh, where
Listen,
you get that top from? I never seen that before. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, you know what I mean?
let me stop
So
you
you
right
know you
there.
gotta spice it up.
Let me stop you right there. You are a beautiful person. There is not one person on this planet that's not beautiful. Do you understand? And you say that to yourself
Yes,
every single day in that mirror. You are a beautiful person. You know, end of the day, there's stuff out there to enhance our beauty. And that's what it's about,
yes,
enhancements. You know, so we thank God for
yes.
the enhancements, you know? Because
Amen.
some people get really comfortable, especially when you've been with somebody for a long time. You get so
Yeah.
comfortable and you just say, you know what, I don't even care. You know, you don't put on sexy
Right.
lingerie. The lingerie is pajamas uh,
And your bonnet.
and your bonnet.
Literally. You're literally going, you're doing everything in the bonnet now. You're waking up in the bonnet, you're going to bed in the bonnet, you're going to work in the bonnet. Like, everything is about the bonnet. You know?
Wow,
So,
y'all so funny. Y'all made my day.
oh, you made all day.
Yeah, that's so cool. Oh,
I
thank
was
you.
just going in my car getting some chips. I was feeling a little snack coming on.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then I,
You snack, girl. You snack.
Yes.
yeah, I had some barbecue. The Miss Vicky Smokehouse barbecue kettle chips. Oh yeah.
Ooh, sounds good, boy. It sounds
Mhm.
tasty.
Yum yum.
It is.
Well, thank you so much for taking part.
You're welcome. I'm
Yeah,
glad I can help.
yeah. That have a great rest of the evening, and be careful out there in the Hurricane
You
Milton.
too.
Hmm.
Yeah, be
Thank y'all.
safe.
Thank
Thank
So much.
you.
you.
You got them good.
Okay, guys. So you see me get the next opinion phone over.
Oh, thank
Man and
Okay,
you.
me up.
General, we love you.
We love you, no too, man.
We love you,
Oh.
EJ.
We love you, no too. We love you, no too. Non-stop, man. Non-stop
Okay.
love.
Yeah,
All
man,
the
general. Manners and
all the
respect
time.
every time.
Oh,
Be alive.
thank
I
you.
love you, no, me brother.
Manners and respect, sir. Manners and respect.
Yes, man.
Always a blessing
Yes,
and a
yes,
joy,
every
you know?
time.
Yeah,
Manners,
thank you,
manners.
man,
All the
General.
time, my
Take
friend.
it
All the time.
easy and
Yes,
take care
darling.
of yourself and the
All right,
family
darling. No
Yes.
problem.
in the Hurricane Milton.
I will. I
Yes.
will.
All right, my love.
please.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Okay. All right.
Bye.
Apologies, Nikki. Nikki, what else is Nikki saying? Nikki saying a few things there.
Nikki says that's a very insecure woman with low self-esteem. Seems like you gave her a reason not to trust you. Um, she also says, personally, money turns me on. But all jokes aside, open and honest communication don't just go along to get along. Um, facts. Men are visual creatures. Sylvia says, "Hi, ladies and gents.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard, Sylvia. Doing a great job. It is important to have date nights, which is very, very true. I think just taking the time out, making time to continue your relationship, to be intimate with each other, because we are talking about getting your groove back. So if we're talking about getting your groove back in a relationship, it's about taking time out to make sure you spend that quality time with each other so you can feel in the mood, so you can get Stella's groove back."
Uh-huh. And Nikki also says, at least matching bra and underwear in his favorite colors. I found out is a turn on for most men.
Oh, dear.
You see, all these little tips that we're giving y'all. You know what? I can't ask for anything more from this wonderful topic that we've had today. Every topic that we do is high risk. It's not a joke. Every topic is high risk because you don't know the feedback. And I'll tell you something now, the feedback is absolutely great. Thank you all for those that participated. We have our wonderful Father Mango playing on our radio station in the next 20 minutes. So keep it locked in, locked on.
Yes.
And I would like to thank Zuz and Benson for joining me on the panel each and every week with my
Controversy.
No,
trying to find nice words.
Oh my God.
But it's great. It's great. It's great. It's great.
It is
You
great.
know?
It's good to talk about, because at the end of the day, these are real situations
Yes.
that men and women are going through. And
Yes.
it's something that we all need to speak about. And
Yes.
it's something that you might be thinking about, but you're too scared to say out loud.
So big up all the silent listeners.
So big up all the silent listeners. Big up all those who took part and got involved and asking questions and giving advice, because it all makes the difference.
Even if you felt uncomfortable, that's the part. Even if you felt uncomfortable, you fought the fear and done it anyway.
Yes.
And that is what it's about.
Big up you. You are special. Big up you. Sylvia says, and for people who have had a long break, self-love, when a man loves you, he will love the whole of you. So remember that, ladies and gentlemen. If that person loves you, they will love all of you, not just a part of you.
Yes.
So you are enough.
Exactly. And for those that are online right now, you'll see a video that I've just put up, and we are changing our YouTube name. Please to GMPC Entertainment. So stay tuned. Yeah. If you haven't already, could you please like, share, follow, and subscribe to all our platforms? We love all our platforms
Yes.
immensely. Big up, Big Bigo, Mixcloud, YouTube, Facebook, GMPC Live Radio. You know, big up all our DJs that really put in the work.
And you see that we had a caller today, so don't forget, log in the number from now. You can call in live on 07903 129 265. That's 07903 129 265.
And also, once whoever's listening on the radio, you can also watch live. You can join the radio chat live while the DJ is playing. Just type in radio.gmpclive.com on your in your search engine, not where the Google part is or the Chrome, above that, where usually you put www dot. Instead of that, you're going to put radio.gmpclive.com, and then you get to our website, which is under construction, so bear with us, and then you will see all what's going on live.
We have just put the live call-in number in the chat, just in case we said it a bit too quick, but log that number in, so next week, if you feel like, oh, I might want to call in, then you have the number saved. Remember, you don't have to call in. You can text. We have a WhatsApp, so you can text in your opinions, or you can text in what topics you would like us to speak about.
We have a long list.
Yes.
So it may not, even though you text it in and you don't hear it the next week, we're not ignoring. We're just putting it on the list.
We've added it to the list.
Added it to the list, and it will. You have to watch every Sunday, just in case your topic is the topic that we're talking about.
Yes.
You have to stay tuned. There's no choice.
Exactly.
Yeah. We love you guys. Yeah. Thank you all. If you can't be good, be careful. Enjoy the rest of the week. Benson, have you got any final words?
Good manners and proper conduct. You what happened? You see, the topic, good topic. I'm never know I'm going to end so quick. Because I'm just take off the microphone for explain something.
Oh, sorry.
Man, no, it's good. Because sometimes I know everything was good for you have to hold back some. But whatsoever relationship, if you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, and you find yourself in a position wherein you're feeling uncomfortable in your first thought, don't do it. You know, and I just want to say enough love to each and everybody and all the participants. You know, anytime something go wrong, this is what turned me off from evil woman. Anytime I see even a thing go wrong when the system not even play, me not have no feelings. You get what I mean? If something go wrong. You know the ones, so...
Benson's the only one laughing.
Yeah, so...
Tee-hee-hee.
You know the one that so... A lot of men, ladies ask, and what general says still, you know, with the lady on him phone. General, I didn't want to answer to him with that still. Because the part the sort of serious, him turn off for that. But I understand what I mean. You get what I mean? But there's a lot of things that a man otherwise same way. Because me have a whole list. And then maybe a next man have about 5. Or 10 or 15. Because I just did look how my people long. How I did I write them down. You get what I'm saying? So I'm glad
Looks
nobody...
like a different language.
Yeah, I'm glad nobody never asked.
Japanese, Chinese.
Literally looks like
I'm glad they
Arabic.
never asked. Because I'll know.
Oh God.
I know more that still as me not like this, me not like this, me not like.
Oh dear.
You know what I mean? But I be a love. Over and out. Bye. Love you guys. Yeah. Take care. Yeah. If you can't be good, be careful.
Oh, and don't forget to tune in on Friday for Benson show. If you tuned in on Friday gone, oh my days.
Fire.
Woo! What a show. What a show it was. So on the Mondays, you're gonna have Lovers Monday for Jackie.
DJ Jackie.
Yep. Throughout the week, you'll get a combination of DJs. Yeah.
General.
Smash the gospel show today. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, when sometimes you just need to hear some gospel and to give thanks and praise.
It's
And
Sunday.
General definitely done that today.
You started us
so well
off
done
with
to
the
you,
week.
General. Yes. And throughout the week, you're going to have the different DJs that will play. And on Thursday, you'll have Rooster. So, yeah, big up all the DJs them. I'm going to say it once again because I love them. Big up Benson. You know that already. Benson. Big up General, Jackie, Rooster, Abraham, Mark, Mango. Father Mango, he's going to be here.
Father.
I think, you know what? He said 20 minutes, but I feel like it's about 10 minutes now because we've been chatting a little bit.
Yes.
So in the next 10 minutes, we're going to have Father Mango playing live. So whoever's online right now, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Okay?
Keep it locked.
Keep it locked in, locked on. Yeah? Take care of yourselves, guys.